When we are dumped, it has direct connotations on how we feel about ourselves. We question our self worth. Did we even deserve this relationship? It takes us to a place not only of sadness that, that we lost our partner, but also that we didn't meet the expectations. It has a direct connotation to our own self-confidence. Hi, I'm Coach Abby. Thank you so much for joining me today at Love Advice TV. Love Advice TV is a channel that has been created exclusively for you to help you navigate through any relationship issues. Please, as you know, we're hurting. We've been dumped. It's normal. Take 3 days, cry yourself to sleep, go to the gym and overwork out, whatever it is that you need to do to express your feelings. But please do not give your power away. You can never, ever lead from behind. This is so important. And what do I mean by that? We need to be able to keep our power in check, our personal power. Let's talk about 5 ways that we should focus on to make sure that our power is intact. Number 1, what we don't want to do is we don't want to waste energy complaining. Regrets over and over and over, and remove the references of the could've, would've, should'ves. This only serves to add insult to injury. So it's very, very important that we remind ourselves not to waste energy complaining. Number 2 would be to avoid language implying you're a victim. There is an exercise that I often recommend, and I'll share it with you. When we have a breakup, I'd like to have our clients put on one column everything that happened. For instance, whatever blowout there was, whatever it might be, however minimal it is, doesn't really matter. Anything that led to an argument. In the middle column, I call it my I column. What did I do to initiate the situation? And on the third column, my partner's column. What did they do? Now, the purpose of this exercise is if I'm really honest with myself, as I'm asking you to be honest with yourself, you will see that you also had a lot to do with the breakup. Now, is that to have more of a, oh my God, the guilt feeling? Absolutely not. It's to empower you. You weren't dumped. You yourself contributed to it. And that allows you to position yourself in a place of strength, not of weakness. So you're not a victim. It's important. Number 3, establish healthy boundaries. Now, no contact is not a one-size-fits-all. One of the things that I believe in is, depending on the relationship itself, make yourself accessible, not available. There are 2 different situations here. Being accessible creates an avenue to get in touch with you, but there's some actions that are needed. And it's not 100% on their time. When you're available, it's an open door policy. We want to refrain from becoming so available. Another thing is to stop talking about the past. This is what I refer to in many of my videos as unproductive talks. There's nothing that's we're going to gain from that. It's over, it's done with, it's spilled milk, it's whatever you want to call it. We don't want to go back there. We will just, continue to keep ourselves in a weak place, because obviously our partners will try to always put the blame on us. It's what normally is done. And finally, know your value. Let me say this again. Know your value. You can't literally convince someone or try to reattract someone if you don't even know your value. I mean, what is it that you're offering? It's important. Initially, some of us make all the mistakes, which are completely counterproductive to getting our ex back. We become needy. We beg. We're clingy. I mean, we chase, but we don't attract. Once again, you've made the mistakes. Don't feel bad. Forget about it. Move forward. Don't look back. But what you do is you do concentrate on taking back your power. And how do we do that? Number one, once again, say no when it's needed. There's nothing wrong with saying no. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm just not ready. Or, no, I'm not meeting you. Or, no, this is not the appropriate moment to discuss this. Number two, you can distance yourself from toxic behavior. And toxic behavior takes all kinds of, as long as it's toxic to you, it's toxic behavior. I hate to be the type of person of describing a particular behavior because it might not mean toxic to you. As long as it feels toxic to you, stay away from it. Keep your distance. Also, let go of blame. What difference does it make? It's your fault, my fault, their fault. It's done. Let go of the blame. Trust yourself. Trust your instincts. There's that little voice inside that sometimes it whispers and sometimes it screams. Listen to it. That instinct is many times knows much more than we know on a conscious level. And finally, have the courage to walk away. When you've tried to do everything and it's not working in the way that you want it to work, just walk away. Am I saying to shut the door permanently? Not necessarily. What I am implying is to not succumb to the pressure of doing something against your value. Just put some distance, re-energize, and then you can become and return stronger than ever. Book a session with me. Let me show you how to arm yourself with the necessary tools so that you don't have to deal with ever leading from behind because it's not doable. Position yourself at the forefront in a position of strength. It will be my pleasure to assist you in achieving this goal. Please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button below and to put any of your comments. I will try to answer each and every one of them in a timely fashion. Coach Alex, Coach Adrian, Coach Natalie, Coach Danny, Coach Priyanka, myself, we are here to help you on anything that you may need. Until next time, I am Coach Abby.